songs of Martin Page, all day, all night, forever. So grab a cup of tea, settle down with us in the Owl's Nest. Well, I hope you've got your cup of tea or your bottle of whiskey or whatever you need to go through another episode of Radio Owlsnest. Hello, hello, hello. This is Martin Page. This is a songwriter's podcast. If you've been here before, you know what it's all about. I play all my old songs. Every now and then, though, I do play a brand new track. And I'm going to start off with a brand new track. Some time ago, I played a rough of what I was working on, a song called You Are My Home. Trevor Thornton, the amazing drummer, played a great rhythm part to my live bass, and it does feel good, and I've done some more work on it. So here it is, a brand new track we're working on called You Are My Home.
It's the
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Trevor Thornton playing live drums with my reggae bass, and we're working on a track called You Are My Home, and it's on an album which I'm trying to put together now called Zero at the Bone, working on that now. So I thought I would start the show with a brand new episode with a new song, How Unusual. And I've got to say, I've played all the years my bass guitar with Trevor Thornton right back from the early years with CMB. I'm talking about the 70s, but I do think that last recording shows us at our best. Put that in the book. Oh, that sounds creepy. That sounds like wolves howling. My God, my God, my God! Stop, 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 stop! Oh my goodness me, that is much too energetic for me. This is going to show you what a chameleon I am as a songwriter. You've just heard what I'm doing now, and this is what I did right back in the 80s and 90s. Yes, I was asked by Jive Records to write a song for Samantha Fox, the big-chested lady that was in the Sun paper back in England. Yes, 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 yes. We all used to look at that page 3 girl, didn't we? This is for Samantha Fox, the original demo, Don't Cry Wolf. Judge me!
You say you want me, you say you need me. Can you tell me this time love's for real? It's always the same, it's just a game. You bring be a sly fox with my love, but that don't work with me. Don't cry, boy, I'm tired of hearing you howl. So little boy blue, if that's you, don't cry, wolf. Don't cry, wolf. No, I don't cry, wolf. If you want my love, little boy blue, if that's you, don't cry, wolf. Don't cry, wolf. No, yeah. If you want my love, then don't cry, wolf. Don't cry, wolf. Don't cry, don't cry. If you want my love, don't cry, wolf. Don't cry.
Oh my God! My God! I'm out of breath! I can't breathe! Did I really write songs that fast? My God, my head is spinning. Yes, I wrote a song for Samantha Fox called Don't Cry Wolf. That is the original demo that went to New York, and she did record it and put it on her album. At that time in the, I think it was the 90s. I don't think it was the 80s. I think it was the 90s. Clive Calder, the head of Jive Records, said, "You are the man to write for Tom Jones and Samantha Fox." Well, I thought, well, Tom Jones got a big chest, and so Samantha Fox has a big chest. I should do it. I am the chameleon of songwriting.
Here are true facts about the owl. Many owls have asymmetrical ear holes. One is higher than the other. By sensing tiny differences in the delay and volume of sound as it arrives in each ear, the owl is able to create a three-dimensional auditory map of its surroundings. Try riding a bicycle at night and picking up a moving burrito with your feet based on the sound that it makes. That is how an owl do.
There's a special song for me, a demo on an album called The Poetry of Collisions Volume 1. A song called
No sacrifice.
It's No Sacrifice.
To blind the light in your eyes and believe your own little white lies that are pulling you down so deep into darkness. Turn and walk away. It's no sacrifice. No sacrifice for you at all. And it ain't no use. True love has passed on through, and we were bound to lose when sweet temptation made it so easy for you to say goodbye. It's no sacrifice. No sacrifice for you at all. No. And jealousy burns us to the core. With every word we close another door. It's no sacrifice for you to cross the line like the cold wind in the night, cold to the bone. You will follow your heaven to leave me here alone. It's no sacrifice. No sacrifice for you at all. It's no sacrifice. No sacrifice for you at all. No sacrifice.
That's a track called It's No Sacrifice, and I featured that on a a demo album I put out called The Poetry of Collisions Volume 1. And I have fond memories of working on that demo. It's No Sacrifice. It was a time when I was really influenced by the Blue Nile, the Scottish band, and I felt the emotion of what they were writing at that time. And also, in my life, I was going through a bit of turmoil. So when I wrote that song, it meant something to me. So there we go. A demo from the past. It's No Sacrifice. And there's the moody music. On the last episode, I was prompted to not really do a quiz, but to enlighten a few people on some of the things they might not know about me, and they probably don't want to know about me. But I thought it was not a bad idea, really, so we'll do it again. So, here we are, talking about some of the things you don't want to know about me, but I'm going to tell you anyway. And I have to make a nod to a fantastic supporter over all the years I've been on the internet, Joseph Kaczynski. Yes, he said, I missed the quiz. And then they put him in a straitjacket, and we don't know what happened to him after that. So, Joseph has made me think about a few things I'm going to tell you about that maybe you're interested in. So, I'm a bass player, and I was asked a question recently in an interview. They said, what's the most special moment it's been for you playing the bass guitar? Yeah. Well, the answer is playing bass on Maurice White's first and only solo album, Maurice White. I played on the first track called Switch On Your Radio, which I wrote with Brian Fairweather and Maurice, and I'm slapping the bass like a maniac. I remember I said to Maurice White, surely you're going to have your brother Verdine play bass on this. And he said, no, it's going to be you. I played on the demo and he said, I want you to play the bass on it. So pretty amazing for me, starting up all those years back in England, playing in soul bands in Bristol and Oxford and London, to suddenly be with the king of funk and jazz, Maurice White, and he said, play the bass. And I didn't have a bass with me, so I had to hire a Music Man bass because I loved Louis Johnson's playing, and I thought if I'm going to slap the bass all through the song, I'm going to need that bass. So my most special moment playing bass guitar is playing on the first track of Maurice White's solo album, Switch On Your Radio. I did get a lot of blisters on my fingers, and the associate producer was a guy called Robbie Buchanan, and he made me play that track over and over and over again, and I needed the volume right up real loud, and my partner Brian Fairweather said, that was the way you played live bass. We had to put the speakers up so loud so that I could perform. I stood up and I performed it like a live performance, but that is my best and most memorable live bass performance. And somebody asked me, what's your most disappointing moment in music? Well, there's loads of them, thousands of them, yes, millions of them. But I remember when I wrote the song Me Morena, Josh Groban was going to record it and put it on his album, but it didn't go onto the main album. It went on to the special edition. The main album went right through the roof, and the special edition with extra tracks that had Me Morena on it did not explode. And I thought, what a shame we were so near. And actually, Josh Groban loved the song. I do remember that the problem was that David Foster, the main producer for the album, said, key change, we need a key change. And I was not into a key change, and neither was Josh at the end of the project. So Me Morena, I thought, was a really solid, straight pop song, and we didn't have to go through one of those dramatic key changes, is that maybe Celine Dion does with David Foster. So I stood my ground, and the song did not go on to the main album. So there it is. Thank you, Joseph, again for prompting the noggin. That was one of the most disappointing moments in my career, but there are zillions of them. I'll have you know, this cost me a lot of cash, a lot of money to bring in a fantastic trumpeter that actually plays with the Scottish Dragoon Guards to herald something rather special. It is rather special, I think. It sounds like Elizabeth I is about to come through town. Some glorious, glorious pageantry's about to happen. Well, it's not quite as grand as that. This is, though, quite special. It is the first demo we ever did of a song for Q Feel. My God! The Sun King has come. Yes, this was a song called Doctor on the Radio. Maybe a few of you out there know about this. This was before Dancing in Heaven, our first hit that brought us to America. This is the original. I've got to whisper. It's so important to me.
Okay.
There are spies outside. Ooh. This is the cassette demo of our first ever single called Doctor on the Radio, made in my little flat in Islington in London. I even used the dial tone from the phone that was in the flat. And we did a 4-track demo, Brian and myself, on a TIAC 4-track machine. Just Brian and myself, and this was the era of the Buggles and all kinds of quirky music, and Elvis Costello and reggae and ska that was happening in London. Anyway, this is the demo, and if you have any problems out there, make sure that you call Doctor on the Radio.
Welcome to Problem Hour. Thanks for calling us. In just a moment, you'll be on the air. What seems to be the problem, kid?
I don't know if I'm coming or going. I don't know if I'm out of control. 'Cause my head is a tossing and turning. I don't know which way to go. Then I heard you over the airwaves, giving advice to a young schoolgirl. I put my money in the telephone dialing tone. Here I go, here I go. Doctor on the radio, will you broadcast my problems? Are those with the radio? Let them know what kind of mess I'm in. Doctor on the radio, will you tell them where I'm coming from?
What seems to be the trouble, son?
I don't know if I'm laughing or crying. I'm sky high, but I'm feeling so low. I can't see if I'm walking or running. A long road with no place to go. Then I heard you over the airwaves, giving advice to a young schoolgirl. I put my money in the telephone, dialing tone. Here I go, here I go. Doctor on the radio, will you broadcast my problems? All those with the radio, let them know what kind of mess I'm in. Doctor on the radio, will you tell them where I'm coming from?
What seems to be the trouble, son?
Then I heard you over the airwaves, giving advice to a young schoolgirl. I put my money in the telephone, dialing tone. Here I go, here I go. Doctor on the radio, will you broadcast my problems? Are those with the radio? Let them know what kind of mess I'm in. Doctor on the radio, will you tell them where I'm coming from?
What seems to be the trouble, son?
I don't know if I'm coming or going. I don't know if I'm out of control. 'Cause my head is a tossing and turning. I don't know which way to go. Then I heard you over the airwaves, giving advice to a young schoolgirl. I put my money in the telephone, dialing tone. Here I go, here I go. Doctor on the radio, will you broadcast my problems? All those with the radio, let them know what kind of mess I'm in. Doctor on the radio, will you tell them where I'm coming from?
What seems to be your trouble, son?
Doctor on the radio, will you broadcast my problems? All those with the radio, let them know what kind of mess I'm in. Doctor on the radio, will you tell them where I'm coming from?
You've got so many troubles, son. Well, there we are. That was our first caller. He seems to have a lot of problems. If any of you out there feel you have a solution, give us a ring on this number, 359-9054. That's 359-9054. Your doctor on the radio. Yes, I think we have another caller.
Oh my goodness. I gotta laugh. A heavy breather. Yes, that's the original demo of our first ever single made on Jive Records. I think it was the first ever record on Jive Records, 00001, something like that. Flock of Seagulls were after us, and it's incredible to hear that. I hope you appreciate that the Doctor on the Radio is trying to help you and heal you. And it sold 5 copies in France, I'm told. Yes, 5 copies. Wow. But that's where it all started. You have to remember, in that period, it was a lot of Lena Lovage. There was the Tom Dolby and ska and the beat. There was that feeling in London that ska beat was really happening. And so we were sort of linking on to whatever was actually vibing as songwriters. After that, we did Dancing in Heaven, which was techno. How can you believe that? I mean, that was another huge leap into a different arena for us. But this song actually got us the publishing deal with Ralph Simon and Clive Calder. I remember going out with this demo to lots of publishers in London around the end of the 70s, early 80s. Chrysalis were very, very interested in us. A guy called Steve Howard wanted to sign us, so that didn't happen. But then Jive Records, Ralph Simon, made me turn up at the record company at 7:30. Now, for a musician, 7:30 in the morning. No. And when I turned up at 7:30 in the morning, he said, "You must be dedicated." I played him this rough demo, and he said, "I'm going to sign you, and you are going to be a band. Not only songwriters like Holland, Dozier, Holland, Motown. You're going to be artists, and also you're going to be in Tight Fit." No. We were never really in Tight Fit, but they were developing this new band, and we were going to be the players, Tight Fit session musicians. So Doctor on the Radio was a very special song to launch me and Brian into the musical world back in London in the late 70s. And P.S. check out the bass player. That's me. I think there's a lot of potential there. I was really playing quite well in those days. And Brian Fairweather playing that ska guitar on his black Les Paul. Pretty amazing. Listen to the rhythm and all the parts, because really we were just a three-piece in a sense. He did a lot. What a player. This is a song called Halo, the intro to the album A Temper of Peace. It's joined to the song Washing of the Heart. I wanted to play you just Halo.
Fire, blood red. Are those the wings of an angel high, or fists of rage held to the sky? So simple how you walked on water, and the children felt so safe under your hair. You speak, the strong will break the weak. You wear the uniform of hope and tie the hangman's rope. So easy how you brought us to our knees, but we were never safe. Never safe under your halo, halo.
That's a song called Halo, the intro to an album of mine called A Temper of Peace. I remember I was using a DX7 II to get all those low notes and to get the atmosphere going. I remember sending this to PJ Moore of the Blue Nile in Scotland, and he said, "What, my God, this feels like analog keyboards. It feels really like Chariots of Fire," and I was very pleased to hear that. The origin of the song really is about how we lift people into unreal places. We put halos on the heads of people that don't deserve halos. We've seen that in politics. We've seen that many times. Halo from A Temper of Peace.
Here are true facts about the owl. Baby owls are called owlets, and they look like a cotton ball that grew a face and legs. Owlets are born without flight feathers, and because they are vulnerable, they camouflage themselves as Muppets.
Now, in the 80s, I had a pretty good reputation. So the publishers were sending me, and the record companies were sending me all of their artists to say, give us a hit, give us a hit. And from London, they sent me a lad in 1986 called Chris Sutton, and he sounded amazing. He was signed to Polydor Records in England, and he reminded me of the great soul vocals of Alison Moyet of Yazoo, and also George Michael. He had such a great tone about him, and they sent him to my house, and I was just supposed to meet him that day, but he said, let's have a go, and I liked his character. A big tall lad like me, good-looking boy. Not like me. He just had such a vitality and great spirit. He was going to make the record in America with the great producer Dennis Lambert, who did a lot of great soul productions and writing, Night Shift, Commodores, all that, and worked on the Starship We Built the City project. So we knew there was a great producer and people around him. And I believe they thought they were going to break him in America, then break him in England after. He had a great little manager, a guy whose father, I think, was Don Black, or a great songwriter. I think it was Don Black or Black. I know the last word was Black, and he was a great writer from the past. But they were great mates, like I was a great friend, and with my manager Diane Poncher. So I thought the structure of this guy's career looks really strong. So let's go for it. I had my little 8-track Fostex set up in my living room. I'd only been in LA for quite a short time. I had a very cheap microphone and a Jupiter 8 keyboard, one keyboard and a drum machine. And I thought, well, he's here. He's as tall as me. Let's have a go. So we started to write some songs, and they went at super speed. We wrote 3 songs, I think, in a day and a half. Every time I played a chord, he found a melody. Every time I changed into a different chord progression, he found another melody. Every time I went into a middle eight, he found another melody. And every time I said, this is a groove, he found a title. So here is the rough, and please forgive the roughness of this demo, because it happened so fast. You had to capture it in the moment. Here's the demo with Chris Sutton called Get Your Hands Off Mine.
Talking, you're getting me excited, even though it's about someone new. You think you've hit on the real thing, now you ask me what are you to do. You come to me with your problems, yo, you turn me on, of course I'm all ears. I have all the time in the world, let me explain my fears. You'll reject me. It's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. Oh, take the heart of another. Get your hands off mine. Ooh, yeah. Maybe I should explain myself. I never did let go of your love. You want me to help plan your future? I'll tell you I've had enough. Oh, you'll reject me. It's just a matter of
Get your hands off. Chris Sutton with me in my little house on Crescent Heights, a place I was renting right about the beginning of the 80s, actually, in LA. It was a rented house, and my living room was made into a Foztex 8-track studio. Chris Sutton arrived, and he had such a vibe. He's an enigma. Look on the internet. It's hard to find out about him now, but my God, I've worked with so many people, and when he came into my living room and we worked for a day and a half, it was so creative, and he had every potential under the sun to be a great star. I don't know what went wrong. Maybe it's working with me. That's probably it. But I'll tell you something. If you listen to the record he made in America, it's very slick. And you listen to the demos we're doing, it's just vital. And I think if he made a record that was just vital and had that demo vibe to it, it would have been powerful. Anyway, for all of you Sherlock Holmes, if you look for the album by Chris Sutton, I think it's called Chris Sutton, you're going to find 2 of my songs on there. Very slick, and I'm going to play you some more demos, maybe down the line, but if you are at all a Sherlock Holmes, it will be interesting to look for the career of Chris Sutton. I found him to be a great talent. The Owls! I wonder why I called this podcast radio show The Owlsnest, but probably because Radio Luxembourg I used to listen to really late at night, and I thought it's like owl music. I don't know, it sounds crazy, doesn't it? But it's night music. I'm going to play you now a song that we talked about a little bit earlier, Mi Morena. It's on my album In the Temple of the Muse, and every now and then you write a song that you feel it in your bones, that it has something quite unique about it. So let me play it to you now, Mi Morena.
Where the setting sun surrenders to the moon, Morena, I saw you dancing in the rain. Holy water, shining like a silver flame. Come like a ghost, I will watch you dance alone. Mi Morena, you're the light within my soul. Mi Morena, hold your hands out to the night. Be my lover, I will swim into your eyes. Sweet fire of love, for you I'd steal the stars, 'cause I adore you. Oh my Morena.
That's become one of my favourite songs that I've ever written. I think a songwriter possibly has his top 5 of songs he's written, and Mi Morena is definitely, for me, in there. And I'm reminded that Jimmy Webb, that brilliant songwriter, said one time in Rolling Stone magazine that These Dreams was in his top 10. I'll never forget that. It was a song that he wished he had written. I am honoured. That signifies, everybody. Yes, it signifies that this is quote of the month. I know you've been waiting for a whole month to hear me recite some wisdom words. Now, you may have heard this before because it's so good. I may have read this out in one of the episodes before. But it's so good, we're going to do it again if we did it before. Anyway, sit down carefully, concentrate. Come on, breathe deeply. Here it comes. It is essential sometimes to go into retreat, to stop everything that you have been doing, to stop your beliefs and experiences completely and look at them anew, not keep on repeating like machines. Whether you believe or do not believe, you should let fresh air into your minds. And that comes from Krishnamurti. Oh, we are done. This is a demo I wrote with Bernie Taupin called Love Russ, recorded by Starship.
Where are you now? Somewhere on the highway. Probably checked into some low-rent road. You call your service back in San Francisco. You tell your landlord you'll be home by June. But what about me, girl, back in California? What about the blue-eyed boy you called a child? You held me for ransom like some beautiful bandit, going down for the third time, drowning in your life. Love rust when it rains on romance. Thunder rolls in on a clear blue day. We used to shine like the eye of a diamond, but something happened when the weather changed. I should've known better. You read like a romance, staying in one place don't interest you at all. Maybe I don't move as fast as I used to. But youth is something we can't hold on to long. Love rust when it rains on romance. Thunder rolls in on a clear blue day. We used to shine like the eye of a diamond. But something happened when the weather changed. Oh, and love rust when it rains on romance. Hailstones heavy on this empty heart. It cracks the window where I used to watch you. Down by the shoreline, standing in the dark. Oh, hey. What about moments do you call them alone? Were you just passing through? Or did you have some time to kill? You'd lay for hours with your head in the clouds. Your heart was moving while my heart stood still. Love rust when it rains on romance. Thunder rolls in on a clear blue day. We used to shine like the eye of a diamond. But something happened when the weather changed. Oh, love rust when it rains on romance. Hailstones heavy on this empty heart. It cracks the window where I used to watch you. Down by the shoreline, standing in the dark. Oh, and love rust when it rains on romance. Thunder rolls in on a clear blue day. We used to shine like the eye of a diamond. But something happened when the weather changed. Something happened when the weather changed.
Brilliant lyrics from Bernie Taupin. That's the demo of Love Russ, an 8-track demo, and I recently mastered it again through a Fusion, SSL Fusion box that I put into my home studio, and I thought, oh yes, this sounds pretty good. Now, when you listen to the actual track on Knee Deep in the Hoopla that contained We Built This City as well, Grace Slick and Mickey Thomas, they keep on trading vocals, and I think they make it their own song about San Francisco. Anyway, I wanted to play that to you because I thought the demo has some magic to it. Now, Peter Wolf, the producer of the Starship record, Knee Deep in the Hoopla, he came from Zappa's band, so he had a great musical knowledge. And I think when he listened to my demo, he thought, yes, I think I can portray all those strange chords into a kind of classical and rock piece. So thank you, Mr. Peter Wolf. And this brings us to the end of this show. Yeah, what a series. I've been going for a few years now, and I'm very proud of that, actually, that I've got the consistency to go on and on and on. I want to thank you, you OwlHeads. You OwlHeads are the best for listening to my radio shows, my podcast here for all songwriters. And all you songwriters and good people, it remains for me to say, look after the animals. Just look after the animals. I believe my supporters are tuned in to look after the animals. I shall see you again
in the Owlsnest.
Bye-bye.